was like 1,000 years ago. I fought my way out of that cave, became Iron Man. Realized I loved you. I know I said no more surprises, but I was really hoping to pull off one last one.
The world has changed. None of us can go back. All we can do is our best. And sometimes the best that we can do is to start over.
I saw all these people die.
I keep telling everybody they should move on. Some do, but not us.
Even if there's a small chance, we owe this to everyone who's not in this room to try.
We will. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
I like this one.
What is popping YouTube? Warstu here with a video on the Avengers Endgame. So I've slightly changed something on this channel. Comment down below if you know, and also while you're there, turn notifications on after subscribing. So if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the videos. We are currently giving away an Infinity Gauntlet at the end of this month, March. All you got to do is initially subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and comment down below what was your favorite moment in the Avengers Endgame second trailer that Marvel dropped on us this week without anyone really knowing, as it dropped I think 5 AM in the US, and it was perfect time in England. It was 12 PM, the middle of the day in England, so it was perfect for me. So Captain Marvel's been out just over a week and it's already grossed $500 million, which is pretty decent for a movie that everyone thought was going to flop because of the Brie Larson controversy, which was mainly fabricated by SWJ channel. So it's interesting because that movie's doing very well and it is tracking to hit 1 billion. I mean, it outdid Black Panther in week 1, which was not expected by anyone. And that was pretty much the motivation behind them dropping the Avengers Endgame trailer only 1 week after the movie coming out. Maybe it will inspire some people to go and watch Captain Marvel movie again, or Marvel just want this train to go. Because let's not remember, guys, Avengers Endgame is the biggest movie they have ever made. It's a combination of absolutely everything that Marvel stands for when it comes to movie, and it's going to be the end of phase 3 before kicking it off with Spider-Man in the next phase, whatever you want to call it. They haven't officially called it phase 4, but the next phase of Marvel movies. So also yesterday we had the news that James Gunn has been rehired to direct Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which is fantastic. Pretty much, I think the general gist is because No one else wanted to direct this movie, and literally the cast supported James Gunn. Everyone was behind James Gunn to the point where no one wanted to touch his franchise. So maybe we will get the Adam Warlock stuff after all. So we've got a bunch of stories to cover in this video. So Empire is dropping a massive spread for Endgame. They're going to be having an exclusive behind the scenes, exclusive interviews and stuff like that. But what's interesting is they've already had it spoiled. So a bunch of cover photos have leaked. One with Thanos wielding the Infinity Gauntlet, which is pretty interesting because you could say it's his new armor because he realistically didn't use the armor during Avengers Infinity War. And another one is of the Avengers. And this one I find really interesting because you could go with the narrative and try and spin the narrative of this video saying that it's new armor, but realistically it's not new armor. Realistically it's not Iron Man's new armor at all. It's really just reused imagery, realistically. So the armor looks pretty close to what we got in Avengers Infinity War. Yes, Steve Rogers is in the Winter Soldier outfit, and yes, Hawkeye is in this, and yes, we do get Thor with Stormbreaker, and yes, we do get Black Widow donning the look from the trailer, and yes, we get Hulk. So is this confirmation that Hulk is gonna be coming out to play in Avengers Endgame? Well, I think that's pretty clear. It's pretty clear with the misdirection in the Avengers Endgame trailer when they don't show you Hulk in the kind of quantum realm white suits technology. I mean, I think it's clear that it's not quantum realm technology. Why? Because Ant-Man can already travel through the quantum realm without the suit on. So why would he need the suit? Because it's a space suit as well. I think it's going to be just their general uniform, which will form around them via nanotech and some kind of Hank Pym technology. It was most likely stolen from Hank Pym, most likely. So that is pretty interesting. These articles, images are blowing up absolutely everywhere, but obviously whoever leaked these images, they've obviously not leaked the interviews to go with them, and a lot of people did think that they would drop the Avengers Endgame trailer before Empire's exclusive spread on Avengers Endgame, and yes, they did. I don't know how these images got online, but I was sent them by a bunch of people, and they appear to be all over the Reddit, all over Instagram, and all over Twitter. They don't really confirm anything to us, but what is quite prominent is the Russo brothers keep spinning this narrative. Well, actually, that's a bit unfair on them. They're not really spinning narrative. So it's been rumored that the Infinity Gauntlet was damaged forever. And this doesn't really seem to be the case if you go by the first official Avengers Endgame promotional material. Now, although you can't really... You don't really get a good look at the Gauntlet, but you do get a look at the Gauntlet. And as we've seen in trailer 1 for the Avengers Endgame movie, the Gauntlet is damaged. It's molded into Thanos' wrist. But in this image, it looks like there's nothing wrong with the Gauntlet. Now, me personally, obviously, with all the power of the Infinity Stones working in the Avengers Infinity War movie, you have already seen the damage that happened when Thanos did the famous finger snap at the end of Avengers Infinity War, when Thor shoved that Stormbreaker so far into his chest, but obviously he should have went for the headshot, that the Gauntlet was damaged. But in this image, the Gauntlet isn't damaged. Now, I don't believe the stones are damaged, but why would Thanos actually use the armor if he didn't fear using the stones again? Because you got to think, the stones have permanently damaged him and the Gauntlet, according to what the Russo bros said. But the Russo bros also said that the title had never been said during Avengers Infinity War. But let's be honest, guys, they're just directors. They're not Marvel. They're not Disney. They're just directing a movie. Realistically, they might have not even known the title because it's not their script. Some people don't understand that they just direct it. They didn't work on the script. So, I mean, I don't think you can hold it against them that they didn't want to reveal the title, because realistically, did they ever even know the title? Most likely. Based on what Kevin Feige said, that they knew it was Avengers Endgame ever since Age of Ultron. So yeah, you know, the fake title going around, Avengers Annihilation, yeah, that was fake. Never happening. So it is interesting how it's called Endgame, and in the first image in the Empire magazine, the Gauntlet is not damaged, yet in trailer 1, it's completely molded into his hand. So like I said in yesterday's video, it is literally confirmed that there is misdirection going on. Kevin Feige himself has said, yes, it's somewhat true that we are marketing this movie very different to any other movie. No, it's not 100% confirmed, but there is misdirection. Like I said during yesterday's video, they are not going to get the white suits in the first 20 minutes of the movie unless we get a massive time jump, and they're picking up because there's going to have to be a backstory of how Tony Stark, or Shuri, because obviously Shuri made T'Challa, obviously the King of Wakanda, Black Panther suit, and obviously made all the modifications to that suit with vibranium. There's going to have to be some backstory to fill a part of this 3-hour movie in how every Avenger gets hold of a quantum realm spacesuit, because it just wouldn't make any sense, would it? Now, I did get some very interesting comments on yesterday's video, which is much appreciated, but I just wanted to focus on the Infinity Gauntlet because I don't see anyone else doing this. That no one's talking about the gauntlet itself. Personally, I think Thanos is going to be having the gauntlet throughout this movie. I can't see it just being him with the Infinity Sword as I donned. I just can't see it being a movie about the Avengers fighting someone without the Infinity Gauntlet, because if that was the case, Thor, Iron Man, Captain America, and Captain Marvel could take out Thanos without having to reverse everything. But yes, they are trying to restore half of the universe back to its normal timeline, which is very interesting. But I definitely think the second trailer reveals that Thanos is attacking the Avengers HQ. How do we know this? Because in this first trailer, we had some of the Avengers rocking through the Avengers hangar, but the suits weren't there. Obviously, the suits will be CGI. I'm pretty sure they will be motion capture or something like that, because it just looks too much of a good job to do this without it being CGI. And on a bunch of fan polls, a lot of people seem to think it is CGI. So have you seen this Empire cover? Because it's been absolutely everywhere. Obviously, it doesn't come out till I think the 24th or 25th. Don't paraphrase me. But I think obviously they are trying to push towards the audience that Thanos still has the Infinity Gauntlet, and maybe it's not damaged after all. So we have many more videos coming. There's so many hypotheses and theories that you could fancast from these two images, but I'm not going to go on for much longer. So like I said at the start of the video, guys, if you do want to enter a competition to actually win an Infinity Gauntlet for yourself, all you got to do is comment down below what was your favorite moment in the first trailer. And did you enjoy the first trailer? And also subscribe to the channel and turn notifications on. I just cannot get my head around this movie being just about the first 20 minutes in terms of how they are marketing the movie. Because obviously they are doing the fan event around the world, just like last time, inviting fans. Obviously it'd be some kind of competition where you can go and watch the first 20 minutes of the movie before the general public. But obviously I don't think all the footage we've had so far is real, and even more importantly, I don't think it's just the first 20 minutes. Too much has happened. But it is interesting to get the audience's, to my videos, opinion on what is going on with the Infinity Gauntlet. There was obviously a reason why Doctor Strange gave the Time Stone to Thanos, but I don't think enough people are thinking outside of the generic box. I think Thanos is definitely going to be having the Infinity Gauntlet in this movie. I don't think, we know it already works, because after the bit where Thor nearly killed him, he got away. He got away with the Space Stone. He got away. So we know that it still works. But like always, guys, all your ideas down below. Don't worry, we've got many, many more Avengers Endgame videos coming over the next days and weeks until Avengers Endgame drops. And don't worry, Spider-Man Far From Home content, etc. will be coming very soon. All your ideas, all your feedback, positive or negative, would be much appreciated in the comment section down below. And I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch ya later.